Hey guys, welcome to another vlog. So, this is the second time I've tried to film this because I don't want to do edits. Not yet, because we're only doing anywhere from 5 to 15 minutes just chatting. Um, I have found out that my recording on my video on this particular phone will stop if somebody calls you. I was like 6 minutes deep on a good trail of good conversation, and I was on the phone for so long. I don't remember what we're talking about. I mean, I do. We're gonna do another show and tell. I did talk about in the beginning. Please cross your fingers if you're watching this video, and if you're watching this video, you know no one called, no calls. Um, we're gonna do a show and tell because, as you know, I moved into a new house. I moved into a new place, and I'm getting it set up. That's why I didn't vlog yesterday. I've just been enjoying life, which is something we'll get into later on. Haven't been really able to do for a long time. So 2026 is already panning out to be a better year for me. And I don't know what to film there because I'm trying to live simply. When I get home, because I'm at work, it's late night. I'm seldom there during the day. If not, I'm at the office or I'm out running errands. So we'll get to that. I'll show you guys it. I'd like to get you a little bit more set up so you can see it. Maybe it just stays the way it is, and that's how it be. And then I'll show you that. I was talking about how I previously on another vlog, I think it was the vlog before last, that I showed you the Tom DeLonge Stratocaster that I have. Since we're not doing my new living quarters, I'm going to talk today about the Mark Hoppus Fender Jag. Now, a couple of years ago, it was announced that he was going to release a limited series of the Jag. He's done it before. He's done the hot pink one. He's done other runs, but they've been with the POW Ferro fretboards, which I'm not a fan of. That's a very red and orange looking rosewood substitute that they actually had to use for a while because rosewood was hard to source, and the government was like, some of the rosewood you're sourcing, not so good there, Fender, Gibson, and all the other main manufacturers. So they kind of went to POW Ferro. Gibson stayed rosewood, East Indian rosewood. That's fine. But they also charge you for that, and Gibson prices are astronomical, even though one of my dream guitars is a Gibson Les Paul Custom 70s in wine red. Anyways, how you doing? Welcome to it. We're going to show the bass today. I did mention, and it's going to happen, it might happen. There it is. The weather here has been hot, cold, snow, rain, hot. It has now officially messed with me, so I now have like a nagging cough. That's a good time. That's a great time. So if I do cough during this video, I apologize. So let's jump right into it. So if you guys see the banner on my channel, you'll know that on the right hand side, it's the lower half of the Tom DeLonge, and if you look on the left hand side, it's the lower half of the Mark Hoppus bass. I think 1,000 of these basses were produced, and this version, which is the Seafoam, not Surf like the Tom DeLonge, green version, has a matching headstock. The other version that was released with it, the three-tone, doesn't. It's just the plain wood. That's fine. But I saw this bass and I was like, I have to have it. Now I buy, trade, and practice, am a guitar player, but it is always helpful to have another instrument like a bass, a ukulele, something, a banjolin, something to change your mindset, because sometimes as a musician you will get caught in just playing like the same stuff and you need a mental break. And sometimes I find out that if I hit a roadblock and I just switch over to bass and kind of plunk around on that, and I do play with a pick and my finger, mostly pick because I play pop punk and stuff like that, it frees the mind when I get back to the other instruments, because I'm like, oh, well, if I did that over here, I can do that over here. So without further delay, we are 4 minutes in. Let's get to the bass. No phone calls. So I have pan vision. I can go forward, I can go back. We're going to go back here, because here, and it looks more blue. It's not. It's the lighting. This is the Mark Hoppus Jag bass. Now, what's really cool about this bass that I like the most is we still have the one knob, the matching headstock, as I had shown and said, and then we have the Seymour Duncan quarter pounder, not Invader, quarter-pounder pickups, and what's really cool, what I was going to say, is they're inverted. Normally the top's forward and the back's back. They're switched on this one, which gives this a little bit more treble for these strings here. And then a little bit more bass for those guys there. And I'm not the greatest, so we're going to go for a pick. But this bass right here also has something really cool. It has the Mark Hoppus, hi, my name is Mark, octopus etched in it, and it does come with strap lock standard, which is kind of nice because a lot of guitars don't. So and it has a rosewood fretboard, so here we go. I'm just gonna mess around with it, but this is just kind of what I like to plunk around on it with. Bam! That's me playing the bass. What can you say? It's got a high mass Fender bridge, so it's not the typical thin. The saddles have these little grooves in them that if you want to change the spacing a little bit, you can. I got it on narrow because I don't know if you guys noticed, but my hands aren't the biggest. And they come standard with narrow. You can, if you want, you can loosen the string and kind of pop these guys into a wider stance because they're not all the way near the edge of the fretboard. These beautiful, beautiful Fender tuners, which is great. Usually it's just the gear and there's no protection here. These things are beautiful, and of course, one of the main selling points, that beautiful matching Jag Fender headstock with the gold and black Fender logo, which if you take this off and put it on bare wood, it's the same one you have on the Tom DeLonge Strat. Now, this color is sold out most places. You can probably still find it. The rosewood with the three-tone are everywhere still, but slowly getting scarce. The main difference between this and his pretty much P bass slash, jazz bass bodied P bass is the Jag shape. Ooh, the Jag shape. Yes, that's the change here, and it's amazing. Now, it's not a short scale Jag like some basses. I've had a Jag bass before that was a Squire version, and it was short scale. That was fun. This is your traditional longer scale bass. But anyways, I had to get it, and it is string through, obviously. But if you want to, in the high mash, you can tail load it. Some people prefer it that way. Some people want it. They want it that way. And that's up to you. It also has the proloid dots instead of a painted white dot or a acrylic white inlay. I just say they're painted. They're not. They're acrylic white. Plastic white. I do believe the side dots, don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure these glow in the dark. Or I was just playing it in a well-lit room. I don't remember. I don't think it does. I don't know. Don't quote me on it. I don't think it does. Maybe that was one of my other... You know what? That was one of my other basses. I used to have a Schecter bass that had that. I messed that up. Don't listen to me. It does not have. But anyways, great rosewood fretboard. It is a little dry right now because we've lost the humidity in where we're at right now. So, yeah. That's the Fender Jag bass that you see in the banner. It is going to stay with the Tom DeLonge. And then my Tom DeLonge backup, which I talked about in the video that got deleted because of a call, that I made from a 20-year-old Fender Highway 1 Stratocaster in black, the big headstock, rosewood fretboard, had a spare Tom DeLonge pickguard, put it on there. It was HSS, which is humbucker single for those who don't know. So I just put the position of the humbucker. Fun thing about that guitar, which I'll showcase that's at the house when we get to the house, is that the other two pickups, the singles and the tone pots, are still inside the guitar. I removed them from the humbucker. I don't have a soldering iron. I wasn't going to start clipping stuff and go through all that. I just set the tone at 8, which I kind of liked because you could do that on the bridge pickup on this guitar. It took that atomic humbucker that the Fender comes standard with at that time, Takes it down a little bit, gives it a little bit more of a 57 classic sound, even though Tom DeLonge, like I've showed you before, has an Invader in it, and that's just wildly, insanely hot output pickup. And they're in there, and I just took painter's tape. You can't see it's under the pickguard, and just taped them in there. Just took them off the pickguard, laid them in their cavities, put the stuff in there carefully, made sure that certain wires that were hot and that are grounded aren't touching each other in there, and then screwed that bad boy on and just left the humbucker, the only thing, mounted to the pickguard. So that guitar still has all its pieces under there. And the reason I did that is because if I wanted to and I didn't like the result, which I ended up liking, I could just put the other pickguard back on, and it was no-brainer. Easy swap. There is some upgrades coming to that soon. I might get it has the Perlade Tom DeLonge. It's black. It's a beautiful guitar. It does have the thin skin nitrocellulose, and it didn't have a case for a long time, so it is scratched and chimped. It's chimped. Gave it to a guy down at the zoo, and he plays it. If Coco the Gorilla can have a flea bass, my chimp can have a Strat. So anyways, we'll check that out when we do the house thing. Just getting the house ready. I was like, I should film one the other day, and then I was like, no, there's not much to film here. It's a basement with a bed in it. I want to show you guys it when I get a little bit more set up. So, yeah, there's the bass. Thank you guys for tuning in. I haven't put any hashtags on these videos. One of the reasons that I've done that is because I want this channel to grow organically, and eventually, if we have to and we have certain subjects, we'll put on the hashtags and we'll go from there. I make no promises because it's ever evolving. It's a process I'm learning. Eventually I won't film them up like this. They'll go to the side. It'll be a good time. So, but what I'm saying is, because I get rabbit trail, boing, boing, going other places. Born. Organically, I want to grow this channel. And I've noticed, it's not 1,000 views, it's not crazy, that the videos are starting to get a couple of views a day. I wasn't expecting any, and here you guys are, showing up and watching. The only thing, and we're gonna grow it organically. If you like it, just subscribe. That's it. I'm not gonna say you have to. Do or don't. So once more, this is me being me, you doing you, and let's do this thing called life, and enjoy it while we can. Thank you. And I will see you on the next vlog.